Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's another snow day in the Pearl City, and for students in the surrounding areas deciding no school today, I would like to declare this a snow day for all of us adults. Or adults, if you'll have it. Why don't we ever get a snow day? My haircut looks good. I'm admiring it in the monitor here. I said, get rid of all the gray. And she did. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone. It's Thursday, the 7th of February. And just like that, it's another snow day. Muscatine had initially a 2-hour late start. And then just about 30 minutes ago, they pulled the pin and said, school is canceled for today. We hope, of course, that school is not canceled tomorrow because there's a lot going on, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. I want to tell you how excited I am that we have Chef Brian Scott in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. It smells so good. That's the one thing that I'm noticing, and I know you don't have smell-o-vision at home, but I wish you did. It's so great to have someone back in the kitchen. And this is exciting for us because this Saturday is the Muscatine Community YMCA wine dinner, and Chef is going to be putting everything together for that. He's mic'd for sound, making his debut on Hy-Vee Today. Chef Brian Scott, how are you feeling, sir?
Not too bad. Morning, sir. Morning, sir.
Good to have you here. I'm so glad that it's kind of like we're riding a bicycle again. We've got the overhead camera above to be able to see what you're working on. So you're preparing this menu for Saturday, and I know that takes a lot of work. And there we go right there. Look at how good that looks. What are you working on at this moment?
Right now I'm doing a mirepoix, which is just carrots, celery, and onions, fine dice. That's going to go in a red sauce, and that's going to be for the first course, arancini, which is deep fried risotto. Ooh. It's going to have a little bit of bacon, some peas, and some cheese inside. On the base, it's just going to be the nice red sauce, fried basil, and a little bit of Parmesan on top.
Wow, you said fried risotto. I don't know if I've ever had that before. I do like risotto. I've never had it fried before. So, yeah, this is so great having, again, somebody back in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen, and especially with the background that Chef has. So what you might be saying to yourself is, hey, wait a minute, I've seen that guy in the Hy-Vee Bakery. So in addition to your years as a trained chef and working at places like DeBeats Bistro in downtown, full-time baker here at Hy-Vee, and it's so great that you have this, like, additional awesome set of skills called being a chef. What's your background? Where did you go? For the folks that don't know that are watching, Chef, where did you go to school? Where have you trained, and what drew you to wanting to be a chef?
Well, I started at Le Cordon Bleu in San Francisco.
Okay.
I got a little expensive, so I transferred to Iowa Culinary Institute in Des Moines. And it's something I've always had a passion for. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to just stack up milk crates and then cook at the stove. I'm not saying that my mother wasn't the best cook, but she cooked like 5 things all the time, and so I wanted something new. So every Sunday I would get in little Betty Crocker's 1963 book and make her breakfast on Sundays.
Wow.
And I was just a little kid from 4 years old until now. Wow. I was just with her all last week, cooked her breakfast, lunch, and dinner while I was on vacation every day.
And I know you spent a lot of time in Oregon running kitchens, and we're so happy to have you in Muscatine. Again, if you've been to DeBeats Bistro and Wine Bar, Chef looks familiar, or if you've been to the store when he's working in the bakery. So, again, it's such a treat for us. We knew that this wine dinner was something that the Y would want to have again, and with Chef Tess leaving, we didn't know what would happen, and then, boom, here's Chef Brian Scott to the rescue. So, all right, you're putting together, and at this point you probably got the menu together for Saturday's wine dinner. Was it a challenge at all? Because you kind of knew what wine they were going to have before maybe you had an idea for the menu, but certainly when you get that wine list, you had to kind of build the menu around it, right?
Yeah, you do, for sure. Because usually you kind of think French wines or something like that, and then got thrown. They're all Italian wines this dinner, so I kind of swapped the menus out and went for more of an Italian theme. But it's not too bad. If you've cooked for a long time, you can adapt and overcome pretty easily and pretty fast.
Sure.
So.
And then as far as like main entree, and not that we're spoiling anything, I hope, by the way, I don't know if there's any tickets left for the wine dinner. There were 10 left. when Amy Hessel was on the show yesterday. I took a phone call from a guy that had some questions about the wine dinner, so I would still call the Y 263-9996. Is there a main entree for Saturday night that you're going to be preparing, Chef?
The main entree, I'm going to do braised short ribs.
Oh, my.
With a potato fondant, which is just a kind of a slow braised potato. When you look at it by like naked eye, it'll look kind of like a scallop.
Okay.
So it'll be golden crispy on one end, and then it'll be just nice and soft, and it's braised in a flavorful broth all day, so it's going to be good.
The braised short rib, I've had it at places like DeBeats downtown. I think that's maybe the only time that I've had a braised short rib in my life, and I remember it being so tender that you would hit it with the fork and it would kind of just pull apart, fall apart, however you want to say it. A lot of flavor going on. It's one of those things that I would be intimidated to try at home, but should I be? I mean, is that something that I could attempt in my kitchen at my house?
Certainly. It's like you just need a nice braising liquid. Make sure your pan doesn't get dry.
Okay.
Start it in the morning. So I'll start it Saturday morning for the Saturday night dinner.
Yeah.
About 9, 10 o'clock, I'll get it in there and then braise for about 8 hours, and then it'll fall off the bone tender by the time the dinner hits.
Wow. You said braising liquid. What do you recommend for folks that are going to try something like that? Because I don't even know what that means. I mean, I understand how it works, but is there a certain combination of things?
Want to just, depending on what your flavor profile like that you want to go with, you either want like a chicken stock or a vegetable stock. I'll probably use a chicken stock or a beef stock since it is a short rib.
Sure.
And then any vegetables or herbs that you want to kind of amplify the taste with, so fresh rosemary, thyme.
Oof.
Some caramelized onions, some fire roasted tomatoes you can all toss in there, and then by the time the dinner's or the stuff's done, it'll be good. And then you can take your braising liquid, actually reduce it down, and make a nice sauce with it.
I was gonna say, gosh, doesn't that make you all hungry watching this right now? I mean, again, I wish you had smell-o-vision. It smells so good coming out of the kitchen with Chef Brian Scott. So get those tickets if there are still tickets. You got to call the Y 563-263-9996 wine dinner this Saturday. So in addition to preparing everything and working the dinner, you'll probably be, I imagine, talking to the group that's gathered and explaining things. So, I mean, that's something else, a lot of people can cook and execute dishes, but it's another thing to be on a TV show in a grocery store, let alone do that, but then put together a kind of a routine for the group on Saturday. But I know that you're well versed, and what I like about you, Chef, is that you can explain things and it doesn't go over people's heads, right? Because you know that we're all not as skilled as you are, and you're able to break it down for us. And in that pot, I'm assuming is that a red sauce in there?
This is gonna be the red sauce for the arancini.
Oh my gosh!
Top of, so just a little bit of crushed tomatoes, some fresh basil. I'm gonna fry up some garlic and oregano and toss in there as well.
So good, boy, oh boy. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I can't get enough of the overhead shot again. The fact that we have that back looks absolutely fantastic, and I hope that everybody, Dawn and Megan and Karma and Thad, that are watching with us live are getting hungry looking at Chef Brian Scott rocking and rolling. He's hitting a pan with some olive oil, it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty aggressive amount. Usually you see like a couple teaspoons. This is an aggressive. I'm actually going to deep fry the garlic, the minced garlic.
Oh
and
my
give
gosh. An aggressive amount of olive oil. That's
aggressive.
The best thing I've heard all week. Yes. That's how I describe how I apply my cologne, an aggressive amount. Except that's talking olive oil.
Try this at home. Make sure you stand back for the splatter.
Yeah, that's right. All right, that's excellent. We'll check back in with Chef in just a few. I want to say that I made a little scheduling snafu in the effort to be fully transparent with y'all. I thought that we had locked down Muscatine High School Activities Director Mike Morgan to be our guest this morning, and as I was sitting here looking at my email chain, I realized that I had sent Mike a couple of dates, but we never confirmed, so that's fine. And if anything, Mike having probably a much busier morning than we are when school goes from being delayed to then canceled. That doesn't mean that all of our teachers, educators get a day off. Certainly somebody like an activities director probably not getting a lot of days off if you'll have it. So one of the things that we were going to talk about with Mike, of course, tomorrow, and this is where I said earlier, we want to have at least somewhat decent weather for Friday because the Muscatine High School cake auction is back, right? 29th annual cake auction. And if you're watching this, I want you to be there. I think we're going to kind of get some weird wintry mix of weather today. We should be good to go hopefully by tomorrow. The good news is the cake auction is inside at Muscatine High School, so hopefully that wouldn't stop you from coming out. And oddly enough, last year's cake auction, I remember this well, we had snow, right? And people still came out in droves. So tomorrow night, I can't believe today's Thursday, by the way. Tomorrow, Friday, 6 o'clock, girl-boy basketball doubleheader against Davenport West. 29th annual cake auction, the biggest fundraiser that is put on by the Muscatine High School Booster Club. It needs to be successful. They're going to raise a lot of money, and you can show up as an individual and you could bid on a cake in a silent auction type setting. If you're feeling real generous, there will be pretty big cakes. One of our cake decorators, Laney's, putting together pretty cool, massive cake. They do live auction cakes at halftime of the girls' game and then halftime of the boys' game. So check that out. It's Friday night at Muscatine High School. That will be a good time. Will I eat some cake and ice cream? Probably. You know why? Because I want to support those kids, all right? Whether it's on a diet or not. You know what is on my diet? Supporting kids at Muscatine High School in all of their athletics and activities. So if I've got to take a piece of cake for the team to do it, I will happily make that happen. Judy on Facebook saying, yum. Yes, again, whenever you have a professional chef next to you on the set, it just smells so good, and everything is starting to shape up and look really, really good. Oh, and again, we do this show live. It's every bit of 8:45 right now, so you have to understand that this is like the smell of a breakfast of champions as far as I'm concerned. Like, we're all just here just like, it's almost like we're having like muscle memory. The smells coming out of the kitchen again are triggering good times and good memories. Okay, so something that I want to mention for sure. So again, we're kind of flying on the seat of our pants. And speaking of flying on the seat of our pants, we may even take a stroll around the store in a few minutes, which would be nice. Get my steps in, get that Fitbit working, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow and Saturday, so the 8th and 9th, Fuel Saver. If you have the Fuel Saver card, you come to Hy-Vee, you know all about this already. I don't need to explain to you that saving at the gas pump just makes sense. Until we're all driving electric vehicles, until we all can afford a Tesla, we're going to be needing to save money on gas. And the price of gas, I think, is around $2.09 per gallon, but it doesn't have to be, right? So this Friday and Saturday, with every $50 you spend, and oddly enough, as I'm reading this to y'all, it's over the speaker in the store. With every $50 you spend, you get 25 cents off per gallon. Lori, I will gladly accept that wonderful Starbucks delivery. You're too kind. I know, the Smirnoff Red, White, and Berry. It just came back, apparently. Sort of, yeah. We're going to talk about this in a second. People are really excited about it. Lori Aguero with the speedy delivery. I'm on right now, but you're off camera. You can be on camera if you want to. Oh, yeah. Please, let them know. It just came in today. All right, so this Fuel Saver is a big deal, right? Big, big deal. And you don't have to pay full price at the pump. So many people will share a picture of their receipt when they're filling up their vehicle, 10, 15, 20 gallons of gas, and oftentimes they're paying a penny. You have to pay at least 1 penny. We can't give you gas for free. But for the folks that work the Fuel Saver so well, this is something that they will not miss out on. 2 days, right? Typically, Fuel Saver is 1 day. We're giving you 2 opportunities to save. So it's worth talking about. And in just a little bit, on the Hy-Vee Facebook page, we're going to do a $25 Hy-Vee gift card giveaway. So look for that post and get in on that. Fuel Saver is easy to use, right? I've always told you that I have the Hy-Vee app on my phone that I can kind of monitor where my Fuel Saver is at so I don't forget to use it. So if that's something where you have a smartphone and you use the Fuel Saver, download the Hy-Vee app for free and then keep an eye on it. Hello to Jessica, Debbie, Logan, everybody that's with us live on Facebook right now. Whenever there's a snow day, our live viewers, the totals increase. And for all the parents that thought we wouldn't have any more snow days, I say this to you. We've got a great deal on Arden Creek wine. Not that you need to, but if you find yourself needing some Arden Creek wine. Cody, can we get the cart cam rocking? I want to show everybody this unbelievable deal that we've got. The folks at Arden Creek Wine, they're such good friends of ours, and they want you to know we had 56 Johanna. They gave us another great deal that we're happy to pass on. When I put it on my Facebook page last night, and then I put it on my personal Facebook, and it blew up. It's like, keep in mind, when you buy 6 bottles of wine, you save 10% on your total purchase. And I'll just do the math for you, because I did this again last week. I bought 4 bottles of Arden Creek Red 52, 2 bottles of Johanna. My total was $54. Okay, so the regular price for Arden Creek Red 52 is $8.99. Is $11.99. Excuse me. The regular price is $11.99. The on-sale price is $8.99, and the Johanna regular price is $14.99. The on-sale price is $9.99. I did the math last night, and you're saving like $25 in between those 2 bottles of wine being on sale, and then if you buy 6 bottles, that 10% saves you even more. Hello to Christy Roby Williams joining us on Facebook. Good to have you in the fold. Another snow day. This snow day brought to you by Arden Creek and their delicious wines that are available here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. All right, here goes Toyota of Muscatine cart cam. We're going to send Cody down aisle 11. That's where you can find one of the displays of Arden Creek. There's actually one, there's typically one kind of right around the corner from where I sit. And then, of course, in wine and spirits. But here goes Cody with the cart cam. Looking good, by the way. Toyota of Muscatine. I actually dropped my vehicle off at Toyota of Muscatine this morning. Got to see Carla, the service manager. It's always good to see her and the crew at Toyota Muscatine. So right in aisle 11, there's stuff for Valentine's Day. There's, you know, fruit snacks and gummy bears. And then, ladies and gentlemen, there's Arden Creek wine. So one of the comments that we had on Facebook was, is this a while supplies last kind of deal? You can see how much wine we've got. So to that person, I say, come and buy your 6 or 12 bottles of Johanna and check that out. So Red 52 and Johanna from Arden Creek, a great deal. Don't miss out on that. And I say that if you find yourself at home with kids again. Not that you need to drink. I'm not trying to encourage, you know, binge drinking. But if you need to de-stress a little bit and save money at the same time, won't you come and see us at Hy-Vee and check out that great deal? All right, and Cody also showing us some Valentine's Day, right? So a week from today, holy moly, are you ready? Valentine's Day 2019 coming in hot. Do you feel prepared? Jordan Davis, do you have a Valentine you're buying things for? I'm just seeing people watching us on Facebook and calling them out. We can help with Valentine's Day. Literally something for everybody. Even something for Betsy. Betsy will have a great Valentine's. Ryan Broderson, who picked me up from Toyota, he's my Valentine. So just making it public. I should have got him a Starbucks for giving me a lift. I don't even know if Ryan drinks Starbucks. We don't know a lot about that Ryan Broderson, other than he's got really cool cameras and a nice attitude. But don't forget your Valentine. This store will be busy. Right behind us in the bakery, and maybe when we take our stroll, we'll show. Let's do that. Ryan, are you ready to stroll? I'm ready if you are. Take a sip of the coffee, put a microphone in my pocket. And Betsy, this thing is turned on, so if you've got me, we're going to go on a little walk and talk about Valentine's Day. And I'm going to awkwardly lean in over here. I'm just checking out my haircut again. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, we good to go? Ryan, let's start over here because there is a fun display for Valentine's Day. It's like hide and go seek. Hey, boo. He found me, Betsy. He always finds me. Hi, friends. All right, so 1 week away from Valentine's Day, even if you're the kind of person that thinks Valentine's Day is a Hallmark holiday, the thing is, if you're married or if you're dating, your significant other is going to expect something. Now, some creative ideas for you because you know I've got them. You can always go the route of a card, a gift card, but what about some sweet treats from the bakery? Ryan Broderson, And the friends at home, I will tell you right now that these sugar cookies, these heart-shaped sugar cookies, will make your Valentine love you that much more. If you find yourself in the doghouse, maybe you're like me, and sometimes I say stupid stuff, this will get you out of the doghouse. Let's give them that 3D effect, Ryan. They're so good. So that's just one example that's here in the store. Other things that would work out well, oh my gosh, Ryan. How about 4 mini gourmet cookies? Oh, baby. We're really just trying to make you hungry right now. Those are super good. And if you feel like sending the kids to school, given if they have school, you could always send them, you know, and be the best parent or caregiver and send them with the cupcakes to share with their class. These have rings on them. I like the ring. Ryan, can you show them the ring that just says sugar up there? It just says sugar. That's what the kids need. Good old-fashioned sugar in the morning. So that's good. And, of course, the balloons, right? We've got to have balloons. Let's go to the floral department, Ryan, because that's where you're going to find the most amount of Valentine's Day stuff. So there's going to be different spots throughout the store that have things for Valentine's Day. But, of course, at Hy-Vee Floral, Catherine and her crew are going to have really and truly everything you would need. Good morning. So flowers are easy to do, right? You can jump on Hy-Vee's website and they'll have options. How are you doing, sir? Or if you want to customize a floral arrangement, if you're feeling like super creative, you know what your significant other likes when it comes to flowers, by all means, reach out and they'll help you create something. But like myself, full disclosure, I would just kind of find something online that I liked and then let them put it together. Here's some great options, Ryan. Right? So Ryan's going to show you some of the fun plants on this table. I don't even know how to pronounce half of this stuff. Silaman, maybe? Is that how you say it? There's some hydrangeas. These would look fun, you know. Keep them inside, obviously, until the weather eventually warms up. The floral shop's also got these fun little gnome guys that are all over the store. I don't know if there's any resemblance. Do they have eyes? Oh, they do. Look at that. All right. Little gnome. So, you know, just fun ideas for Valentine's Day, which, again, is a week from today. Oh, and then here's the key. Here's the key to Ryan Broderson's heart. Just in case somebody's watching that may have to get Ryan Broderson something for Valentine's Day. How about a candy bouquet? All real candy, by the way, right? Hershey's Crunch is in there. There's a Payday bar. There's full-size bags of caramel, peanut butter, and peanut M&Ms in the jar. It's a nice touch. Like, if you're thinking your significant other doesn't like flowers, who doesn't like a whole bunch of candy? Fun-sized candies, right? It's all there. And again, if you want to get to the point where you're customizing something, the floral shop is happy to work with you to do that. All right, Ryan, let's venture into the floral shop and see what's happening. We won't tell them that we're going to do this, but let's just see who's in here. It's Sherry. Sherry's working in the floral shop. So Ryan, I'm happy to say that after all this time, we're going to present our favorite part-time floral person with her very own bag of Skittles that she'll have to pay for and a balloon. Sherry, how are you, dear? It's good to see you. You're so welcome.
That's so nice.
Look at you. Nance, no offense.
Thank you.
But the world said Sherry needs a balloon.
But
Well, she needs to pay for it.
Do I
Well,
have to pay
yeah.
for this?
Yes, you do. I'm sorry.
That's not a very nice present.
What would you say to the people at home that are thinking, oh, this Valentine's Day stuff's for the birds. It's a Hallmark holiday. You're married. If you didn't get something for Valentine's Day, you'd be disappointed, right?
Oh, yes. I'd be very disappointed. You need to come to Hy-Vee, and we have lots of Valentine's stuff here. We got candies, we got balloons, we got flowers, everything you need.
And Nancy behind the scenes just working tirelessly. This place and decor. We were just talking about the gnomes. The gnomes are super cute. They've also got balloons that you tap the balloon and it sings a song. I put a video up the other day. One of the balloons was singing "I've Got My Mind Set on You," which is a great song. Check out this one, Ryan. This balloon has headphones on. I just saw this for the first time right now. My heart beats for you, Cher Bear. This is awesome. Look at the headphones on a balloon. What a time to be alive. We're living in the future. Talk show in a grocery store, balloon with headphones on. What else do we need? Flying cars? No. This is it. Right? Wow, that is super cool. Yeah, and you know, I mean, my wife, she's probably got this one for me already. She knows. She knows the deal. It's my nickname at the house. Hot stuff.
I think I got you that one.
Did you, Sherry? Thank you. You got me the hot beef one.
Oh, that was
Yeah, that's a different one. All right, Ryan, one more. We'll go down the seasonal aisle, get myself in trouble. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the ease of purchasing flowers, whether it be for Valentine's Day or what I love about what Hy-Vee did a couple years ago, the just because bouquets, Ryan. So from $5 to $10, $15, $25, $12 rose just because bouquet. They really made it easy. I mean, say you were in a hurry and you're like, well, I got to grab some roses. Boom. It's that easy. Or if you're like, you know, this is something that my wife would love, I can tell you already, based on the color scheme. Look at how easy that is. 15 bucks. They'll wrap it and you'll be out the door ready to go for Valentine's Day. Before we go to the seasonal aisle, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Starbucks and the options that Starbucks has for Valentine's Day. So, right over here. Again, couldn't be easier. Denny's sure here to buy his some Valentine's Day stuff from Starbucks. So we've got some really nice Valentine's Day themed cups available, right? If that kind of travel mug isn't your thing, you could go sort of old school with a nice ceramic Starbucks mug with the hearts on it. I'm getting mugged. And then, because you have someone in your life that is that Starbucks fan, look at this combo right here, Ryan. Here's again a reusable cup. Reusable cup, if they're in here a lot. And then, let me clip my microphone on awkwardly so I stop holding it. Hold on. There we go. So we got the reusable cup, and then the Mr. Castle also picking these up for his Valentine. Another day off for you people. I should have been in education. How about it? And he's running the bus barn. That's even a bigger job. So, Mr. Castle, great guy. He was just behind the scenes. I know you didn't see him. So, gift card for Starbucks. Someone in your life, especially if they've got kids or they take care of kids in the last couple of days, with this weather, they need Starbucks. And the gift cards available all right here. All right, Ryan, we'll go this way so Becky can come back to work and not get on camera. We've still got that arrangement with Becky that she doesn't ever have to be on the show. It's a good deal for her. All right, so we're gonna go down that seasonal aisle to show you some more Valentine's Day stuff. I feel good, y'all. I gotta say, I know that this weather is less than desirable, but you know, at the same time, the way I look at it is we are getting closer and closer to spring, at least just from a calendar point, right? Like, we know that spring's gonna be here soon. Good morning, how are you? All right, so Ryan, before we go down the aisle, check out this other display right here. So it's Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. And again, easy options if you're in a hurry or God forbid you forget to get your Valentine something. This is a Russell Stover assorted chocolate box. It's in a heart shape. And it's got 17 unique flavors. I hope this is one that when you open it up, it kind of explains what's in the box so that you avoid that weird strawberry flavored chocolate that nobody likes. There's ways around that, of course, if you went with some of the options where it's all just like milk chocolate, which I'm looking for now. Oh, here, this would be right up my alley. These are all sea salt caramels or caramels. Sea salt. I sold sea salt caramels by the seashore, right? Boom. So it could be that easy. I'm telling you. There's cookies over here. There's Ghirardelli chocolate. And for the football fan in your life who's like, I'm not ready for football to be over, here's some sampler, and it actually looks like a football. You'll have a touchdown with your Valentine's this year. I know that was really cheesy. Is there anything else I want to mention? Oh yes, Ryan, while we're here. For 10 bucks, 10 bucks, I tell you what, think about, look, give them a scale of how big this is, Ryan. This box is wider than I am, which makes me feel good about losing some weight. This is $10, right? And this is an entire box of Pecan Delight or Pecan Delight assortments. You might know them as turtles right here. Whatever you want to call them, it's a whole box of them for $9.99. That is a steal of a deal, made in America and ready for your Valentine. And look at how easy it is. It's just right there. Grab it, grab some flowers, and you're out the door. But maybe you're thinking, I need that stuffed teddy bear. I need it, Ryan. Well, the good news is there's some big old stuffed teddy bears and other Valentine's Day goodies right over yonder. Look at the size of this guy. Look at the size of this guy, right? How much would your significant other appreciate this? I was looking to see if it has a name. It doesn't. We'll call this bear Cody. This is Cody Bear, and he's looking for a home. If you snore and your significant other complains about you snoring, here's their new cuddle partner right here. Right, Naria? New cuddle partner if someone snores at your house. That bear will not snore. Put him right back up there. Or maybe your Valentine likes unicorns with mohawks. Betsy, feel like this is right up your alley. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I didn't even know this was an option. Is this a llama? Yep. Maybe this is there's a giant frog. Yes. So Ryan, if you want to show everybody up a lot of us when it comes to, you know, dozen roses, stuffed animal, candy. What says Valentine's Day? Here's what's Valentine's Day for me. A box of Junior Mints. Look, I'm going to see a movie. Let me put these Junior Mints. I'm kidding. Don't sneak candy into movies. It's not a good move. All right, let's continue on, Ryan. And I'll let you kind of just do a slow walk past Valentine's Day headquarters at Hy-Vee, including Peeps. Now, I'm going to go on record saying that I'm not a fan of Peeps. I never have been. I don't get it. It's not that I'm anti-marshmallow, but I'll tell you what, Lori, that's a good call. Here are some Valentine's Day strawberry cream Peeps. There's people that are gonna watch this and they're gonna think I'm crazy for not liking Peeps. It's never been my thing, you know? I'm not gonna be picking up any Peeps. What about for your teachers? You know, our educators and Valentine's Day. I love what Russell Stover has. Thank you for putting your heart into teaching. Look at how great that is, Ryan. You know, our teachers should be recognized more, even though they've had a couple of days off recently with the weather. That's out of their control. I kid, of course, but that's a great idea for the educator in your child's life, or if you perhaps your significant other is an educator. Think about that for a good idea. Wow, I'm just looking at all the options, and it can be a little overwhelming, I understand that, but the goal is to have everything you need. I think some Peeps just jumped off the shelf. The Peeps heard me talking about them, Ryan, and they jumped off the shelf. I think the other reason I don't like the Peeps, they've got a face. I don't want to eat candy that has a face, right? I don't want to do that. I'm going to put these back. You stay put, Mr. Peeps. Okay, before we walk back to the set, we were talking earlier about the Arden Creek deal. You can kind of see where I'm at. I'm in aisle 11, right? So there's Valentine's Day stuff here, and then here is one of those displays of the Arden Creek wine. Red 52. Maybe you're a sweet wine drinker, but you've never tried Arden Creek. What I like about Arden Creek, first of all their stuff tastes good, but it's made locally. This is made about, what, 15 to 20 minutes, 15 minutes from Hy-Vee. Right here. Locally made product. This is Red 52. It's normally $11.99. We've got it on sale still for $8.99 a bottle. It's definitely a sweet red. The Johanna is a semi-sweet rosé that is wonderful. I told you that I have recently bought, well, 8 bottles of Red 52 and 4 bottles of Johanna. This stuff is normally $14.99 a bottle, $9.99 on sale, and it's delightful. And again, it's made locally. Mike Furlong and the crew at Arden Creek are such great people. Here's what it says on the back of Johanna. While I never met my great-grandmother, Johanna Cosgrove Furlong, she was in Ireland. She must have been a strong, self-reliant, and confident woman. She immigrated to Iowa via New York, Indiana, and finally settled with her husband, John Furlong, in Arden, Iowa in 1855. She gave birth to 8 children with her husband. They had 40 acres where Arden Creek now sits. So that's a pretty cool story, right? Made locally, think local, drink local if you're able to. It's always a good idea, especially when it's on sale. And again, when you buy 6 bottles of wine, doesn't matter what kind of wine you like. Maybe you're a dry red wine drinker. You've got your favorites. When you buy 6 bottles at Hy-Vee, we're gonna give you 10% off. I'm noticing something, Ryan, and I kind of think this is the case. So if you remember, around Christmas, one of the things that we had all over the place in the store, and we've still got some of these pillows down here where you can do the little design. So it's come full circle this Valentine's Day. You could get one of these. If your Valentine can't sit still, what about one of those pillows where they could go make designs? I don't even know how much that costs, but that's well worth it. All right, let's go back to the set. It's time to get down to business. And maybe your Valentine wants the biggest piece of beef jerky ever. What is this? Ryan, look at the size of this beef jerky. Arizona Jack's Super Giga Beef. That's real. That is real beef jerky. That is massive. That's bigger, almost bigger than my arm. So, you know, again, if you're trying to go outside the box this Valentine's Day, craft beer would be another great way to go. There's so many good craft beers out there. The meat department has the dinner packs that we talked about yesterday, where it's a complete meal for Valentine's Day from start to finish. You know, what Naria, our friend Naria would love from Lutheran Living Senior Campus. There's Naria. She would love somebody to cook her an entire Valentine's Day meal with lobster tail and crab legs and prime rib. Yes, ma'am. I'll bring the crew. So just keep that in mind. Valentine's Day is a week away. We've got your back here at Hy-Vee, all right? And I got my steps in, that's for sure. And there's a goat on the set. Jeff, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff the goat, if you'll have it. I wonder if we could, Cody, could you give this back to Chef? Because I want to kind of see what's going on. Thank you very much. Felt good to get some steps in. Debbie saying, now you're giving me a sweet tooth. And Luann saying that she loves some Red 52. Shout out to Deb and Margaret and Joe and Logan and Caleb and everybody watching that's with us on Facebook. And Jeff the Goat. Let's go back to Jeff the Goat. Jeff, how's it hanging? How you doing, Jeff? Jeff is, for real, $50. You could have Jeff the Goat at your house. Ain't that right, Jeff? Maybe Jeff could just hang right up here. What do you think? How's Jeff look on my shoulder? He smells really good because that Zoom or Zum goat soap company. What up, Jeff? You want a little drink? All right, you had a little keto drink. You earned it, Jeff. Jeff's going to be going wild with all that espresso in his life. All right, we have got our very own Hy-Vee chef, Brian Scott, in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. Feels good to have him in the kitchen. I feel like I'm getting, Chef, some different smells now from the last time we talked, picking up on that garlic maybe. We definitely got to go, Betsy, overhead shot to see what's on the stove in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen, and then Chef can explain what he's been working on since we've been gone. So what's happening in the kitchen, sir?
Well, I'm finishing up like the rustic style tomato sauce. So
Okay.
it's going to have those small diced carrots, celery, and onions in there. Crushed tomatoes, fresh basil.
Sure.
Roast fried garlic.
Wow.
And some oregano right now. And then right now I'm sauteing up some bacon.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use that bacon fat, and I'm going to toast the rice in that for a risotto.
Ooh.
So I'm going to toast the rice for a nice little risotto so I can deep fry that and serve it with this tomato sauce.
Look at that overhead shot with the bacon in the pan.
Got to render it down super slow, that way it gets super crisp, otherwise you get burnt bacon with soft insides.
Okay, I was going to ask about that. So is it the heat on the stovetop, is that set lower than folks might think at home?
Yeah, it's set pretty low.
Okay.
It's going to take a little bit. But
Good. Well, that's good to know, because the last thing you want to do is burn something that's as crucial to what you're, I mean, certainly, again, you're the professional, but for everybody at home, what I like to tell them is sometimes you've got to just take a little bit of time
Yeah.
to put these dishes together. I mean, it's not always a fast process, right? I mean,
No,
it's,
not
sometimes
at all.
it's low and slow, but it's ultimately worth it. The risotto, and we've got some good overhead shots right now. So can you explain risotto for folks that may have never heard about it, let alone tried it, that are watching?
So risotto is not necessarily rice.
Mm-hmm.
This time it's going to be rice, but it's a cooking method where you slowly add stock to it, and the product absorbs the stock. You can make with butternut squash. You can make with rice. This time I'm doing rice, and then the starch in the rice will actually leach out in the stock and thicken it, so it starts to get all thick, almost soupy and creamy. And there's actually going to be no dairy in there, but it's going to taste like there's cheese and butter and all those goodies in there.
Wow.
But just keep on sauteing it until the stock drains. Add more stock until it's tender enough to eat.
And now you're talking about deep frying the risotto.
Yes.
So does that mean that you're going to, like, put it into a ball, or do you deep fry it all at once? How will you achieve that?
So I'm going to cook this today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to set it on a sheet tray to let it cool so I can actually handle it, because handling stuff with bare hands, hot things are hot.
Not a good idea.
So wait till it cools, and then I'm going to form it into little balls.
Okay.
And then from there I will just do the normal egg wash, flour, breadcrumb,
Wow.
and let that set a little bit. We'll deep fry it and then put it on top of a little sauce base and make it look pretty.
So, Chef, the obvious question that people always have when you talk to a chef, do you have a favorite or a signature dish that you're either known for, or something that you could always go to and make, and it would be the best insert whatever it is that someone's ever had?
Yeah, whenever I go home and cook for the family, the first thing they ask me to do when I get there is I make a ginger maple bacon jelly.
Oh my goodness.
And so I'll take and caramelize onions really slow and add some real maple syrup, some fresh ginger, and salt and pepper, and some bacon. And
Wow.
it stays for a long time, but it doesn't usually last more than a couple days whenever I go there.
And they're just probably putting that on everything, right?
Yeah. Grandma likes it on her morning bagels. She'll buy the French toast bagels from here and then just
my gosh.
slaps it on there.
Grandma and I could be friends, I think. What about a favorite entree that you're famous for, that
Yeah.
you like to put together?
I'm classically trained in European, but I really like to
Ooh.
cook Asian food. So when I
Okay.
was in Oregon, it was a lot of Pacific Island Japanese influences. And so when I was there, I did a lot of like Hawaiian Korean fusion, essentially. So
Cool.
I would make a bulgogi beef, and I would do like pressed sandwiches with the bulgogi beef, and I would make my own kimchi out of Asian pears and some Swiss chard and some cabbage.
Wow.
And just make a nice little sandwich. I'm still humble. I like sandwiches and food and
Right.
burgers, but
Just
I can
kinda
also
elevating.
I can
the
also
Oh.
make a pretty picture on a plate
I
too.
was gonna
so.
say, beef bulgogi sounds so good. Again, we're happy to have Chef with us today and tomorrow, Friday. He is prepping for Saturday's Muscatine Community Y, the 5th annual wine dinner. It's 5 courses paired with 5 different types of wine. Tickets are $50, but keep in mind it's a fundraiser. And if you were to go out to dinner with your significant other, whomever, and you're going to talk about a 5-course meal, you're easily looking at $50 per person, if not more. So this is a really great value. And then at the same time, you're supporting a wonderful cause. So what I encourage you to do, if you're interested in the wine dinner, you got to call Amy Hessel at the Y. I was at the Y last night with my kids. I didn't see Amy, but I'm hoping it's getting closer and closer to being sold out. So call the Y, 563-263-9996. See if there's any tickets left, and don't miss out on a great opportunity to eat incredibly well. I know from firsthand experience how talented Chef is with, having spent some time down at DeBeats in downtown Muscatine, where Chef Brian Scott works along with Chef Awad DeBeat, of course, and they just crank out great dishes. So to have Chef behind the scenes doing the work is exciting for this Saturday. The information is on the screen. All the proceeds support the youth and teen program at the Muscatine Community YMCA. They help our children, our young people, have a place to go, gets them off the street, and gives them an opportunity to meet some new friends, see some friends from school. And I can tell you that they all have meaningful interactions, and supporting the Y. Listen, if I ever am fortunate enough to win the lottery, Powerball, Mega Millions, one of the first checks I write is to the Muscatine Community Y, for sure. I'm a big fan of what they do, and an event like this, I mean, think about it. Whatever brings you to it. If you want to have an exquisite dinner with 5 courses and 5 different vinos, and you're like, yeah, it supports the Y, that's cool. Or if you're a Y fan and you're like, man, I've always wanted to go to that, I can make it happen. Whatever brings you to the dinner Saturday, we would love to have you there. Now, I don't think one of the things that we'll be pairing is Smirnoff Ice, but Alex Armstrong, our friend who works for Miller Coors, wanted us to know that Smirnoff Ice, red, white, and berry, ladies and gentlemen, is back at your Muscatine Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits. This stuff is the true sign of spring and summer, and the fact that Smirnoff Ice has arrived can only mean that spring and summer are on the way. And also, the groundhog lied to us, didn't he? Punxsutawney Phil punked us, ladies and gentlemen. He said he didn't see his shadow, but here we are on a day where school is canceled and there's more inclement winter weather in the forecast. So shame on you, Punxsutawney Phil. You lied to us. There's a couple things we're going to mention, but I should say that today, February 7th, is National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. Will you prepare a nice fettuccine Alfredo? Chef, thoughts on, Betsy, is Chef's mic up? Thoughts on fettuccine Alfredo? Are you a fan? Do you enjoy it?
I mean, everybody enjoys it. It's,
right.
Everybody has their own version. Everything can taste good. Everything can taste bad. But I mean, I make a really good one.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
You just got to start it right, and you use the right ingredients. I mean, you don't want to use Parmesan cheese out of the shaker. If you use fresh Parmesan cheese, it's going to taste a whole lot better.
Fresh Parmesan cheese, everybody. That's a little chef hack for you. Fresh Parmesan cheese for the win. What are you working on right now? Is that mustard or
this is going to be it's dehydrated chicken base right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a little quick stock so I can start working on this risotto.
Excellent. Good deal. All right, I'm telling you, with how good it smells right now, and we're just in like the beginning prep stages for the wine dinner, you got to be here. So February 7th, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. And February 7th also is Send a Card to a Friend Day. So if you have a couple friends, maybe people that you see every day for an hour and a half sometimes, get them a card, a friendly card. I didn't get any cards for anybody. You know who could really use a card on Send a Card to a Friend Day? Dear old Delmer. A nice card for Delmer. And a Smirnoff Ice. That's what he needs. We'll set him up. All right, a couple things to mention. There's Delmer. We caught him. Yes, we caught him working, everybody. A couple things to mention before we get out of here. Again, Muscatine High School cake auction Friday night. Don't miss it. 6 o'clock. Bid on some cakes. Have a good time. On the back page of the Voice of Muscatine newspaper, check out our ad with the fuel saver. 2 days. Spend 50 bucks. Get 25 cents off per gallon. The more you spend, the more you save. And then also on that ad, Ryan, since today is Thursday, tonight, if you don't want to do the cooking because of the weather, you can see each week we promote the Thursday night steak dinner. So tonight at Hy-Vee in the kitchen, they're going to have choice New York strip steak available from 4 till 7. Dine in, carry out. You can call ahead if you want to have an 8-ounce or 12-ounce steak. We'll do all the work for you. It's that easy. There it is. 8-ounce for $8, 12-ounce, $12. Baked potato, your choice of vegetable. Don't feel like you have to do any cooking on a day like this. Let Kim Beckman and the crew take good care of you. Ryan, speaking of things that are happening on Friday at Wine and Spirits, we're doing another Crown Royal embroidery event. So if you have a person in your life, if it's yourself, you love the Crown Royal, stop by Wine and Spirits Friday, February 8th. This is only from 5 till 7. You buy a bottle of Crown for $23.99, and you can have the bag embroidered for free. You could have Tony Tone put on your Crown Royal bag. You could have Ryan, Betsy, Cody, Chef. Ooh, those are so cool. I love my embroidered Crown Royal bag. I use it as kind of a spare change collector, but whatever you want to use it for, and of course you can't go wrong with Crown Royal on a cold day. Embroidery event 5 till 7 at Wine and Spirits. The last thing that I'll mention that's also featured on this advertisement is bingo. So this coming Monday, February 11th, we'll be playing bingo in the Market Grill Express. Free to play bingo. Starts at 6 o'clock, and you could win a $5 Hy-Vee gift card with each bingo game you win, ladies and gentlemen. So join us for bingo night at the Market Grill Express and have yourself a good time. You can make an RSVP if you like, 563-264-2420, or just show up. I know you'll have a good time. We last month gave out $125 in $5 Hy-Vee gift cards. That's a lot. Play a lot of games of bingo, and it is a good time, especially as we're still in the winter and there's not a lot going on. Melody's waving hi on Facebook. Hello. Hello, Melody. And hello to our pal, Corey Daufelt. David Costas in the mix. Caleb Hopkins. A lot of people watching online. It's a snow day. What else do you have to do? You could binge watch something on Netflix, or you could watch this show, and we appreciate if you're with us live. Okay, Special Olympics versus Muscatine Fire and Police basketball game is next Tuesday, February 12th at Muscatine High School. Will you come and watch the Special Olympics basketball team take on Muskie Fire and Police? Tip-off right around 6 p.m. Great time. It's also a fundraiser. Now, admission to the game is free, but I encourage you to take part in the bake sale, buy a T-shirt, make a free will donation, support our Special Olympics athletes. I saw several of my Special Olympic athlete friends at the Y last night. It was great to see them. They were doing some powerlifting, and I love Special Olympics. I can't say enough about it. Hopefully you'll support them. Rain or shine, snow or sleet, that game is Tuesday, February 12th at Muscatine High School. 3 things and we'll get out of here. Tree. Valentine's Day dinner. So Valentine's Day is a week from today, and if you are looking for a great option when it comes to going out to eat at a place where it probably won't be as busy as most other places, we can take care of you with dinner for 2 for $40 in the Market Grill Express. I encourage you to RSVP, save your seat, 264-2420. So everything on the screen is included in that price. So you and your significant other, you could have 2 glasses of wine or a drink of your choice. Then you split an appetizer, pick your entree, Iowa pork chop or garlic butter shrimp, served with a loaded baked potato salad and a roll with some butter on it. Dessert is 2 slices of Cheesecake Factory cheesecake, which for my money is fantastic. Or fudge cake, 2 for $40. Great deal. RSVP, and don't fight the crowds. I hope that we're busy, of course, but, you know, sometimes people just don't think of us for things like Valentine's Day, and we're ready to go. Don't forget about us. Maybe you're going to take your favorite goat out for dinner. Seems like a cheap date. Cooking dinner at home on Valentine's Day, also an option. And with the meat department here at Hy-Vee, we kind of alluded to this, and I'm gone. I've fallen into the abyss, ladies and gentlemen. Date night in. This is a good deal. So there's 3 options available. The first one is the Sweetheart Dinner. I believe this is $25. Has everything that you need to cook at home, right? 2 Hy-Vee Prime Reserve bacon-wrapped sirloin fillets, baked potatoes, bacon-wrapped asparagus, Deluso chef salad, cupcakes, baguette, all ready to go. $25. Pick it up, take it home, and you're cooking at home. We've got 2 other options that we'll mention. That's $25. We've got a $35 option as well. So if you're feeling a little generous, well, I have $35 to spend. I could pick up this option for the one you love. This is Kiss the Cook. 2 Hormel cooked prime rib, 2 twice baked potatoes, 2 gourmet stuffed mushrooms, salad, cupcakes, baguette, $35, ready to go. Meat department will have these put together. You just have to pick them up, take them home, do a little bit of prep, and you are eating well at your house. And the last option that we'll mention with regards to the Valentine's Day date night dinner at home is a good one. This one has the whole kit and caboodle, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know exactly what it has in it, but we'll put it on the screen. It's the couple's cuisine, of course. 2 Hy-Vee Choice Reserve beef tenderloins, 2 lobster tails, twice baked potatoes, bacon wrapped, asparagus, baguette, salad, cupcakes, $50. Can't beat it. Ready to go. Valentine's Day headquarters right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. All right. February 18th, the last thing I'll mention, and then I would like to go overhead shot into the kitchen. Okay. We're like on the Food Network. People love watching cooks. February 18th is Breaking Bad trivia. If you or your friends or someone you know in your life watched Breaking Bad, we're doing trivia night February 18th. All things Breaking Bad. Free-to-play trivia. Put a team together. A team could be 2 to 12 people. And I encourage you to RSVP for Breaking Bad trivia, 563-264-2420. We'll have some additional prizes to give away in the form of door prizes. And we'll have fun with Breaking Bad trivia. That happens inside the Market Grill Express right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Betsy, overhead shot of the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. Let's see what's happening. Oh, my goodness. Look at how happy that pan looks with some risotto in there and some bacon, and it's all becoming a party. Ooh-wee, it smells so wonderful. I'm so happy to have Chef Brian Scott in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. Chef will be with us tomorrow on Friday. Can't wait to see what he's working on. It smells so good. And again, get your tickets for the Muscatine Community Wise Wine Dinner Saturday night. The dinner also happening in the Market Grill Express. And this is going to happen right now. I'm going to make my paper in the garbage for the first time. Betsy, bring it on. What are you doing, Ryan? Ryan's going to use this fancy camera to show you how bad of a shot I am. Thank you, Ryan. The folks at home are really going to appreciate this. Look at how great that looks. I could watch somebody cook all day on TV. Nothing I ever do will ever compete with having someone that is a chef set up next to you, rocking and rolling. It just doesn't get any better than that. All right. So here's what's going to happen. Most days when we do the show, I give Ryan Broderson a piece of paper that has some information on some of the things I plan on talking about. And at the end of every show, Ryan will crumple up his paper and try and throw it into the garbage can. There's a garbage can in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. And oftentimes I'll throw my paper up over the counter and try and make it. I'm feeling really confident that I'm going to make the shot today. So are we ready? Are we going to go to Ryan's camera? I could definitely hit Betsy's camera. You're going to switch? Okay. You're not going to switch? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get in there. Nailed it. Nailed it. Here's the best part. Y'all don't even know that I didn't make it. I was assisted by Chef Brian Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Broderson's shot is... Got it. Did you actually make it? Good for you. I totally missed it. There's a little bit of a delay. All right. Hey, listen. Thank y'all for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We appreciate it. You can catch this show live Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple TV, and Roku. If you have an Apple TV or Roku device, look for the Boxcast app. Ryan, give me a Boxcast logo so the folks at home know what I'm talking about. So Boxcast is the company that takes the show and then sends it to all the different places where it's broadcast. Boxcast has an app, and if you download the Boxcast app onto your Apple TV or Roku, you can find Hy-Vee Today and watch literally every single episode that we've done of this show. It's all available and accessible to you via the Boxcast app, which again is free and easy to use on your Apple TV or Roku devices. So we'll show you the Boxcast logo in a second. Meanwhile, I'll tell you that this show is also available weeknights on Muscatine Power and Water, cable channel 5 at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. Thanks to our friends with Remax. And coming soon on Channel 5, this show will be broadcast live in the morning and then replayed. So I'm really excited to have the show live on cable. Don't really even quite understand how that technology is possible, but I don't have to. I just got to show up and talk to a plastic goat. That's my job. Look, kids, go to college. You could have a show with a goat on it someday. That's my public service announcement for going to college. All right, do we have a Boxcast logo? I'm running out of things to talk about. There you go. That's the Boxcast logo. Download it on your Apple TV or your Roku device and watch Hy-Vee today at home. Friendly reminder, the Smirnoff Ice Red, White, and Berry is here. Find that at Wine & Spirits, just arrived. And don't miss out on that sale with Arden Creek. And for all things Valentine's Day, you'll find it right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Thank you to Hy-Vee chef Brian Scott for joining us. My apologies to activities director Mike Morgan, Muscatine High School. I put the cart before the horse. I assumed we were good to go, but I should have reached back out. Mike will get you on the show for sure, and we will hope to see everybody at Muscatine High School tomorrow for the cake auction. One more show to go this week, and then we will put a bow on it and wrap things up, okay? Thank you to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota of Muscatine. And can we go to the aisle cam really quick? I didn't even really see where it was. I think it's in the produce department. Betsy's like, I was going to push something out. Betsy's running the show today, by the way. She is behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. She has ran the entire show with her eyes closed. It's been amazing. I don't know how she's done it. All right, so we'll go to the aisle cam just because I don't want to neglect our friends at CBI Bank and Trust. I believe it is set up in the produce department. Poor Betsy. She had all the end of the show stuff ready, and then old Tony throws her a curveball. There you go. Look at it, some radishes. Ooh, do I love radishes. They're my favorite. Anybody want Brussels sprouts and radishes for breakfast? No? Okay, good. Me neither. Looks good, though, right? Best produce in Muscatine. Don't have to worry about our produce department looking shelled or not being stocked. I mean, other places, you know, that's their thing, but not here. We take too much pride in it. We're ready to take care of you. All right, thanks CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks Toyota Muscatine. And thanks to Team Staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard. We'll have the Team Staffing job board tomorrow on Friday's show. Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone is done for the day. Kids, be nice to your parents, your caregivers. You know, we want you to go to school because at this rate, school won't get out until the 4th of July. We keep having snow days. Look at it that way. You don't want to have a snow day because it just prolongs the school year. And you also don't want to grow up because you get gray hair. That's the moral of today's story. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 live or at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. on cable. My name is Tony Tone, HyVeeToday@gmail.com. If you need anything from me, don't be a stranger. Please reach out and say hi. But for now, finito. Goodbye. And cheers.
Watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton.
Yeah, man.
This Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, HyVeeToday@gmail.com.